Welcome to my bold and beautiful Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video thumbs up. Luna's disobedience, Hope's grim discovery, and Bill's encounter with Liam the Beautiful and the Bold are here. Liam Spencer will likely face Bill Spencer, according to fans. Hope Logan learns about Liam's diagnosis. Plus, Luna Nozawa goes to extremes to have a relationship with John Finnegan. Continue reading, and let's talk about the CBS soap opera's next episode. Luna Nozawa's rebellion. Let's begin with Luna, who is devoted to establishing a relationship with her biological father. Finn has been forbidden by Steffi Forrester Finnegan to interact with Luna or Sheila Carter Sharp. Steffi, on the other hand, is unaware that Sheila and Luna are working together. Steffi also underestimates the significance of a father-daughter bond. In the weekly preview clip, Luna begs Finn not to turn his back on her. The good doctor might be tempted to give his daughter a chance while Steffi is distracted by Liam's fatal illness. The grim discovery of Hope Logan. She is still not aware of Liam's brain tumor when she visits Hope. However, Liam did admit that he's staying with Steffi and Finn for the time being. Steffi agreed to keep Liam's secret but urged him to tell Hope the truth. When Liam failed to do that, Steffi knew she had to do it herself. Steffi is familiar with the agony of being kept in the dark about a loved one's terminal illness. It happened to her during Eric Forrester's Great Beyond storyline. Steffi also knows that Liam cares very much for Hope, and they share a child together. Thank goodness these two women will band together during Liam's last days. Bill Spencer's confrontation. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam and Bill finally face each other. Liam wanted to keep his father in the dark about the surgery on his brain. However, things will be different now that Liam is dead. It is impossible for Liam to conceal this information from his father. Liam has serious issues with Bill at the same time. It is implied that the father and son will confront the past and each other in an honest, emotional reckoning. Brooke Logan's head spins at Deacon Sharp's suggestion in the meantime. Is this really about Brooke continuing to pine after Ridge Forrester, or does it have something to do with Hope? Steffi requests that Liam inform Hope. Steffi instructing Liam that he must inform Hope of his health status. It promises to be a day filled to the brim with drama, and you won't want to miss a second of the show. Tune in to CBS or Paramount Plus to watch. Previously on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam begged Steffi and Finn to keep his diagnosis a secret. He wanted no one to know that he has a brain tumor that can't be removed and is likely dying. It's true that Liam's ultimate goal is to spend time with his daughters, one of whom is his and Hope's daughter, Beth. Liam seemed to believe he'd be able to keep the truth from his ex-wife. Of course, Liam's new living arrangement caught Hope's eye, and she's not quite convinced by his explanations. Meanwhile, even though Carter asked Hope for a second chance, it doesn't seem she's quite ready to. In fact, she's been remembering her marriage to Liam quite fondly. Luna's appeal, Steffi's truth bomb, and Daphne's desperate demand. The Bold and the Beautiful reveal. A preview clip has been released. It depicts Hope Logan receiving a shocking revelation from Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Luna Nozawa turns to John Finnegan. Plus, Daphne Rose desperately demands that Carter Walton be with her. Continue reading, and let's talk about next week's episode of the CBS soap opera. The Truth Bomb of Finnegan by Steffi Forrester. For starters, the preview clip begins with Steffi, who has asked Hope to meet her. Despite the fact that Hope last saw Liam, she is unaware that he is dying. Liam simply could not bring himself to inform Hope that he has a brain tumor that cannot be treated. Hope didn't seem to pick up on the hints that Liam dropped. Hope asks Steffi why she wants to meet her when she arrives. She learns that it is about Liam from the brunette. Normally, Hope would roll her eyes, but she knows something is very wrong because of Steffi's sobbing. Find out what transpired on the most recent episode of B&B. The next action of Luna Nozawa. Both Luna Carter Sharp and Sheila Carter Sharp believe that Steffi has taken Finn from them. While Luna is still obsessing over Will Spencer, she also wants a relationship with her father. In a preview clip, Luna corners her bio dad. Luna begs Finn not to turn away from her. Luna also makes sure to remind Finn that she's not just some distant family member, but his daughter. John Finnegan's moral dilemma. The bold and the beautiful reveal that Luna's request will put Finn in a tough spot. Finn wants to be present in his daughter's life. Steffi, on the other hand, will never, ever allow that. Luna didn't just murder Tom Starr and Paul Hollister. Luna also kept a drugged Steffi locked in a cage with the intention of letting her die. As a result, Finn might be torn between Steffi and Luna. Read this, the bold and the beautiful Liam's seizure shakes.
Hope's world, will she rush to his side? Daphne will also likely attempt to entice Carter once more, according to fans. However, Daphne is very insistent and pushy about it this time. Daphne steps toward Carter as he takes a step back. The nose orders him to forget about Hope and start planning a future with the woman right in front of him. In an emotionally charged week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the fabric of the Spencer and Logan families is once again ripped open by secrets, betrayals, and tearful revelations as the show dives headfirst into its latest explosive arc, which is centered around the devastating consequences of Liam Spencer's fatal brain tumor diagnosis. Something tells me that Daphne could go too far trying to get what and who she wants. At the heart of the storm is Bill Spencer, a father long estranged from his son by a chasm of unresolved pain and unresolved mistakes, now forced to confront the reality that time is slipping away from him faster than he ever imagined. Always a martyr and a keeper of secrets, Liam initially believed he could cope with his own mortality by keeping a low profile and remaining surrounded by the women he had loved and the children he had helped bring into the world. However, no one in the Forrester-Spencer-Logan group has the luxury of silence or secrets. Luna Nozawa takes center stage, equally determined to claim what she believes she is owed, a relationship with her father, John Finn Finnegan, even if it means waging war against the woman who has claimed him, body and soul, Steffi Forrester. As Bill demands answers and Hope's heart shatters under the weight of a truth kept from her for far too long. Hope senses, perhaps even fears, that something is seriously off with the beginning of the week. Hope, who, despite all the heartbreak, knows the man she once loved inside and out, raises red flags when Liam makes the decision to move in with Steffi and Finn under the guise of family bonding and co-parenting. Steffi's plea to Liam to tell Hope the truth is not motivated by rivalry or jealousy but rather by empathy. Steffi remembers vividly what it felt like when Ridge and the Forresters kept Eric's grave illness a secret from her during the Great Beyond arc, and she refuses to let Hope experience that same betrayal. Steffi's insistence that Liam tell the truth is more than just a good deed, it also shows how far their relationship has come. No longer romantic rivals but two women deeply tied by love and loss, Steffi and Hope are inadvertently brought closer by Liam's condition. But the bond forged in grief has its limits, and when Liam continues to delay the inevitable, Steffi makes the heartbreaking decision to tell Hope herself. Her truth bomb doesn't land with a quiet thud, it explodes like a sonic wave, engulfing Hope in a dizzying combination of rage, guilt, and desperation. Hope descends spiritually and emotionally when she learns that she was the last person to learn that Liam is dying. She begins to replay every recent interaction with Liam, every moment she brushed aside his strange behavior, his increased focus on spending time with the girls, his evasiveness about his health. All the pieces begin to fall into place with devastating clarity, and what's left behind is a woman grappling with the unbearable knowledge that her time with the father of her daughter is now measured in days, not years. Hope is crushed under the weight of this emotional truth, already unmoored by a failed romance with Thomas and haunted by memories of her happy marriage to Liam. Even Carter, who recently expressed his desire to reunite with Hope, watches helplessly as she retreats into the past, a past that includes shared laughter, whispered dreams, and the love story that might have been the most authentic of her life. Luna Nozawa, on the other hand, is defying every order, warning, and boundary in order to claim what she believes is rightfully hers, a place in Finn's life, just as Hope begins to process this new reality. Luna persists, perhaps encouraged by Sheila's unrelenting manipulation, determined to breach Finn's defenses, despite Steffi's unwavering declaration that neither Luna nor Sheila Carter are welcome in their family's orbit. Luna confronts Finn in a powerfully raw moment, pleading with him not to leave her and not to look past their blood connection. Finn is left vulnerable to Luna's plea because Steffi is distracted by Liam's diagnosis and the emotional toll it is having on their family. He is torn between the family he has built with Steffi and the one he never knew he had with Luna. This moral and emotional dilemma fractures Finn's usually steady center. On one hand, he is a healer, a man guided by compassion, by connection, by the pull of paternal responsibility. On the other, he is haunted by Luna's sins, her complicity in crimes against Steffi, her part in a twisted plot that almost cost his wife her life. Luna, on the other hand, portrays herself not as a villain but rather as a daughter who longs for her father's affection, her guilt being as resonant as her desperateness. It's a risky game in which Finn's empathy could be the very thing that breaks everything he believes in. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer, the larger-than-life mogul with a heart often buried beneath ambition and pride, gets a jarring reality check as he finally comes face-to-face with the truth about Liam. Bill's relationship with his sons has never been simple. He's a man who loves fiercely but often too late, and Liam's impending death brings with it a flood of regret, anger, and emotional reckoning. The confrontation between father and son is not subtle, it is raw, messy, and devastating. Bill doesn't know how to comfort Liam without losing control, and Liam doesn't want sympathy. But beneath the shouting and the pain lies a moment of clarity. The two men, despite their differences, are bound by love and blood, and neither is ready to say goodbye. Bill's grief is complicated by guilt over the years wasted, the harsh words exchanged, the opportunities missed. He struggles with the realization that he cannot buy more time with his son, even though he can buy empires. Bill is broken in a way that few other things have ever broken. And as if the emotional weight of these storylines weren't enough, a subplot simmers in the background, one that threatens to turn scandalous at any moment. Daphne Rose continues to pursue Carter Walton with unwavering determination, never one to back down from a challenge. As she demands that he move on from hope and embrace a future with her, her pushiness turns aggressive, moving closer to obsession. The increasingly erratic behavior of Daphne points to a deeper instability, a potential threat, that could break out if nothing is done. Daphne isn't interested in being polite, so Carter tries to gently let her down, caught between being kind and protecting himself. We get the impression that she won't stop until she gets what she wants. Back in the Forrester mansion. Not only is Deacon Sharp's unexpected suggestion, which may or may not involve a romantic detour, making Brooke Logan's head spin, but also the ripple effects of Hope's escalating emotions. Brooke, who was once at the center of the show's tumultuous romantic triangle, is now the show's maternal protector, supporting Hope and quietly questioning her own place in this twisted generational story. Is she still in love with Ridge? Is she really free? Or is she using Hope's crisis to distract herself from her own unfulfilled desires? There are a lot of unanswered questions in the emotional landscape, and The Bold and the Beautiful only offers heartbreaking truths and high-stakes consequences. It becomes abundantly clear as the week progresses that even the most well-intentioned secrets eventually come to light. Even though Steffi's decision to tell Hope the truth is right, it leads to new tension between the two women, and Hope wonders why everyone seemed to know before she did. Hope's already fragile heart is clouded by even the tiniest possibility that Steffi and Liam are rekindling their romantic relationship inadvertently or not. And Liam, caught in the middle, can do nothing but watch as the people he loves most begin to unravel. Behind the scenes, his health deteriorates, hinting at seizures and symptoms that may soon become impossible to conceal. The whispers around Liam's fate grow louder. Will he be around to witness Beth's nuptials? Will he be present to read to Kelly at bedtime next month? Or are we witnessing the tragic end of a character whose departure will forever alter the show's canvas? Already, fans are speculating on a false diagnosis, a miraculous cure, or a tragic end. And amid all of this, Luna's continued defiance sets up a dangerous endgame. Still simmering in the shadows, her alliance with Sheila Carter suggests that she might not be as reformed or innocent as she wants Finn to believe. Is she really looking for his love, or does she have a more sinister plan? And will Steffi, who is watchful and protective, learn the truth before it's too late? Finn may be forced to choose between his heart and his conscience, between the woman who saved his soul and the daughter who claims his DNA, when he is emotionally exhausted. The week of May 5, 2025, proves to be a defining chapter in The Bold and the Beautiful's legacy. Every conversation is laced with subtext, longing, or looming disaster, and every scene pulses with emotion. This week serves as a reminder to viewers of the reason they continue to tune in each day, to witness the grand tapestry of human emotion as seen through the eyes of beautiful people who have broken hearts and face impossible choices. It's not just about love or betrayal anymore, it's about legacy, mortality, identity, and redemption. Additionally, one cannot help but ponder the question, who will survive the fallout, as the credits roll each day? Who will achieve tranquility before it is too late? And when the final secret is finally revealed, who will remain standing?